Stephanie Miller.
Hey guys, oh my gosh, Heather, congrats on manager. Let's give her some love in the chat. That is a big deal. I honestly, like when she said adult ADHD, I am like a squirrel in an acorn field most times. Here's the deal. I have these beautiful notes written out, and I know all of you are going to ask, Steph, can I have that? Can I have that? Yes, you can. I will get this to all of the girls in the executive chat. And I'm sorry, I'm at a wrestling tournament right now. It is districts. My son is up in 2 matches. Here's what I want to tell you guys. My husband's dinging me right now. Here's to showing up in spite of on a Saturday morning. Because this is what I know. It took me 3 minutes to get through this when I practiced it yesterday to make sure I'd have enough time to stay in 5 minutes. So I got 1 minute to share this with you. No one ever got lucky in this business sitting their ass on the couch waiting for something big to happen. They showed up on a Saturday morning to a training just like this, and they went home and they implemented something, and they missed their little boy wrestle at districts. One match, just one match. The power of this business changed that little boy's life when I came into it when he was 4 years old. I've been here 9 years. I've never thought about leaving. I'm telling you, you can do hard things. Get out there, be authentically you. Be authentically you. I give you that permission. But we talk about a movement, like we're going to have a movement. This is a big movement. We're having a big movement. Let's start this movement. We've all had our peptides since November. Let's start an XMD hashtag. An XMD hashtag, XMD wellness. XMD wellness. And let's get them out there because hashtags are so important. And I'm going to talk about conversational selling, but hashtags are so important. If you go right now and you just type into social media, step into my arena, you're going to see Stephanie Miller all over it. We have a powerful tool right now, and we need to be sharing it authentically. Let's talk about those earned conversations. Thank you, Robin, for that. Those earned conversations. So first thing we're going to do when we start our conversation. Now, starting a conversation isn't you cold messaging. That's not what I mean by this. Starting the conversation is when somebody reaches out to you. The biggest thing, I know my team comes at me and they're like, I don't know what to say. And I'm like, have a conversation. Be you. Have a conversation. So start your conversation with a warm greeting and share your story. Be human. If somebody reaches out to me and I know them and I haven't seen them all winter, I'm going to say, oh my gosh, girl, I have not seen you all winter. It is cold as hell here in Iowa. What have you been up to? And they're going to tell me, I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, let me tell you about these peptides. I'm going to share my story in 10 sentences or less, guys. 10 meaningful short sentences, not this big, long paragraph, 10 meaningful short sentences. My story is going to have a minimum of 3 pain points. Now, Heather just told you pain points, things that she suffered with when she was like being a principal. She was suffering with these things and she's sharing them out on social media. So let me just share mine. These are the 3, the biggest ones. The food noise was so loud. My perimenopause hormones made me feel so out of control. I felt like there was a dark cloud blocking every ray of sunshine. Did you all feel that? When I said those things to you, can you relate to those things? You want to get into their soul with your story. You want to be relatable, but you want to be more interested than interesting. And guys, these peptides right now, they'll change how I'll fight chronic myeloid leukemia for the rest of my life. That's a powerful story. I share about my leukemia on social media. I've probably I didn't realize when I got leukemia that I would spend the rest of my life educating the world and my providers on chronic myeloid leukemia, that I would be a testimony. That's what you have here in Singular. You have this test and these pains in your life, and you have a testimony to share. Share it. Get those leads. Earn them. Then ask open-ended questions. Leave every reply with a question. Because questions, guys, questions demand responses. And responses, they demand a follow-up. If you're asking questions in your chat, you're going to get easy follow-ups. Here's a couple. Have you been doing any peptide research? What has you interested in supplementing? What are you looking to improve about your health right now? What has been the most frustrating part about your health? Easy, simple, mark your chat as unread. Listen and acknowledge. Here's step 3, listen and acknowledge. Reflect back on what you heard. What were their pain points? What were the things that they told you? Validate their past experiences, guys, because their past experiences, they are real. They could be other peptide experiences gone wrong, other supplementation. How many of you had a whole drawer full of shame and you felt like you were failing them? The products weren't failing you, you were failing them, but turns out you just needed to do Singular, right? So use this. It's the OG, and you're gonna be like, yeah, duh. Feel, felt, found. Feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but this is what I found. Not all supplements are created equally. Not all peptides are as potent as ours. I love that one. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. This is what I found. Not all peptide companies have your best interest in mind, and that's why we only use licensed providers that specialize in peptides. We don't want you to get sick and not have the results that you're looking for. Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Russ, for sharing that part of it. Step 4, offer a tailored solution. Do you guys remember Beth telling you that people want to be told what to do? Point them in a direction based on their pain points. Share how your products meet their needs. Educate them. You don't have to be the expert, but you do need to be a little educated in what you're selling. When you're going for manager right now, just like Heather is, you don't have to be the expert. You have a success line that helps you get to manager. She's the expert. Use her. Keep it simple, keep it relevant, and keep it to the pain points that they're sharing with you. Then here's the thing. Invite them to take a look. Invite them. This is your soft close. If you don't write anything down from this and you never ask from these notes, I want you to write this one down. Would you like to fill out an intake form to see if you even qualify for this? Would you like to fill out an intake form to see if you even qualify for this? Because if you can get them in there, you can get them sold. And guess what question or direction I'm going to give them? And once you get in there and fill it out, send me a screenshot back of what they recommended for you, because I'm not the maze. I don't know what they're going to recommend for you, but send me a screenshot back and tell me. Guess what? When they send that screenshot back, it's a response that demands a follow-up. Or this one's simple, guys. Does it sound like something you'd like to try? But I cannot tell you this loud enough. Sell them only what they're looking for, and then upsell them once they commit. Because it is so overwhelming when they get in your inbox and you're like, you need this and you need this and you need this. And everybody gets a free car and everybody gets a free car. And I'm like, oh my God, sell them a peptide if that's what they're coming for, and then upsell them and tell them the benefits of clear protein, our support stacks, action of supplementing their nutrition while they're on here, because we want them to have the best results ever. And then we want them to hashtag it XMD Wellness so we can sell more peptides and we can sell more supplements. Last but not least, guys, follow up. Follow up and nurture. Nurture your customers. They were really hard to get. Nurture your prospects. Get good at writing your prospects down in a planner and follow up with them on specific days. Beth told you when she thought you should follow up with an XMD customer. I have a specific cadence that I follow up with my prospects until they get through the funnel. And my customers are just in my planner every drip so often. And it's not talking always about products. I want them to invite them into our Singular family by having business conversations with them when they share their results with me. I'm always like, girl, you should totally be sharing that. Did you know that if you got 4 of your besties to do this with you, you could pay for those peptides? Did you know? You should totally be sharing this. Before and afters are a great, like, show up in their messenger, like, guys, with before and afters that are relevant to their specific pain point. I want you right now, you see these people in this chat group, get some Singular besties. Find people you relate with, share their stories, give them permission to share your stories, get yourself an arsenal of singular stories and share them over and over and over. Then ask that person permission. Hey, could I throw a prospect in a three-way chat with you and you just share your story real quick? Use each other. We are so much better together than we are holding our people hostage on islands. Like there is not one singular leader in this company that is untouchable, that if you didn't reach out to them today and ask them if they would share their story, that they'd be like, yeah, nope, not doing it. Use what you have. Okay. Show up on their social medias, guys. This is the best. This is the best follow up ever. You can authentically show up on their social media and tell them how cute their baby is. Do you know if you showed up in their storyline and they're showing off their cute baby? Because I've got babies on my mind because I've literally went through and I saw all these babies and moms with their kids. And you just showed up and said, oh my gosh, your daughter's adorable. It goes directly to her messenger. And you didn't even have to say, hey, you buying peptides yet? Hey, you thinking about supplements? You were authentically human to that person. And last but not least, the hard question. It's my favorite question ever. I know you've been wanting to do this. Tell me what's stopping you. That is the very last thing I say to them before they tell me that, I can't afford this. And then what's that lead into? Or I just don't think peptides are for me. Or I just don't think those supplements are for me. I'm like, totally cool, girl. We're still friends. Singular isn't for everyone, but it's for me and I love it. Wishing you all the best. Have a blessed weekend. Okay, I'm getting out of here. I think I probably already missed his meet, but that's okay, guys. It's okay. That's one. That's one. And then we're moving into baseball. And guess what? Singular's paying for all of that too. That's why we're here. I get the power and the privilege to introduce to you one of my favorite humans, and the only person in his family that's maybe cooler than him is his wife, Julie. If you've never met Julie, she is one of the coolest ladies ever. But before he comes on here, I want to share a quick story. I went on my very first singular trip, and it was literally 6 months into my business. And we went to the Provo Canyon. My husband, Josie, is an adrenaline junkie. I am not an adrenaline junkie. I am terrified of heights. And he's like, we're going ziplining, right? They said we were going ziplining. And I'm like, I don't want to go ziplining. He's like, I don't know any of these people. You're going ziplining with me. So we get in the ziplining line. And here is this big monstrosity of a man and this itty bitty little girl beside him, lady. They're just kind as can be. They introduce themselves to us. We're chit chatting along, and we get up to the first one, and he goes, she goes, Josie goes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, here I go. And I zip line down. And then the next one, he finds out that I'm a little bit afraid of this. And so he's encouraging me and he's giving me pointers on how to zip line better. And I go down, and then all of a sudden he's doing these flips, and I'm like, oh my gosh. By the end of the zip lining deal, guys, I did a flip on the zip line and made it all the way down, and I didn't die. But Mark Walker, he is one of the co-founders of our company. I love him dearly. He was one of the very first humans, and I don't mean in singular, one of the very first humans to send me a message when I got diagnosed with cancer and tell me that he was praying for me. That is what we have here.